Hey guys, so I'm here with a weekly makeup bag. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started because I think this week was a good week and I have a lot of product. So the first thing that I see is this Urban Decay Afterglow powder blush in the shade Kinky. It is a peach, like tan kind of color, and I love this. It has a little bit of sparkle in it, but not too much, and it's just such a pretty shade. I love these kind of shades for the fall and winter months because I think they don't add too much color, but you need some color, but they don't add too much, you know what I'm saying? So it's just the perfect kind of color to bring enough life to your skin, and I tend to gravitate towards those. Then I was using this Tarte Goddess Glam Eye and Cheek palette. This came out on Black Friday, and it was a set. It was this and a mascara, I believe, for $19, and it has a mirror in there, but then they have 6 eyeshadows, a blush, and a highlight. These shades are so pretty. They are warm tones, so you have a nice selection of some dark, warmer neutrals, but then you have a nice cranberry shade right there. The blush is a really nice middle toned pink, so anybody can wear it. And I thought it was matte, but it does look to have a little tiny bit of sparkle, but it's not glittery on the skin at all. And then the highlight is so pretty. It's like a champagne gold shade, and it's just really nice. This would be a good travel palette, and I'm not sure if these are still available. I think they are, but if they are, it'd be a great palette to pick up, especially if you travel a lot. Another nice travel palette from Tarte is the Don't Quit Your Daydream palette. And these are so cool because they're just a nice little size and they all come with a really good mirror. And then they have the eyeshadows in here. So this one is a longer shade because you can really use a lot more of it, whether it's to set your eye primer or to use all over the lid. That's what I like to do with it. So this has, again, a nice selection of warmer tones, and you have like a deep matte reddish brown shade there, and then this nice dark brown here, but the rest are pretty light, and I liked it for a daily look for work because it's professional, it's natural, but it's just like enough to warm your skin tone up. I think it's so pretty. So I love this little palette this week, and I will continue to use that in the future when I'm, wanting something natural but glamorous at the same time. And speaking of glamorous, I picked up the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. So I actually bought this partially for my birthday. I wanted some sort of palette. I always buy myself a birthday gift, and this was like a Christmas slash birthday gift to myself. So I went into Ulta and I saw it on display. I didn't know they were out yet, and I actually couldn't find it with the Too Faced display. So I asked one of the ladies working there, I said, are they available? And I saw a whole bunch behind the counter, luckily for me. So she was like, oh yeah, do you want one? So I grabbed this. First of all, the mirror in this is amazing. I know before they've had mirrors, but they always have some sort of border, and this one doesn't, which is really great. But in here you have 4 mats. So you have this nice light matte here, which is what I use to set my eye primer, and then I go in the crease with either this color or this color. You have a black to deepen up the outer corners, but other than that, everything else is very shimmery, so pretty. You have a nice selection of colors and neutrals. Up here is a dark green, this bright pink, and then a darker purple. Other than that, it's gold, silver, browns. And I used this on New Year's Eve. I used it on Christmas. I think that the green is really pretty, and it doesn't come off, like, it looks really bright there, but it doesn't come off too much. Like with the chocolate bar palettes in the past, I also find that the colors just tend to blend into the neutrals so well that it doesn't look like, oh, I'm wearing a green eyeshadow. It looks like they have that deep chocolatey base to them. I don't know how that works, but I just really love the Too Faced chocolate palette, so I'm glad to add this one to my collection. Then I had been using my Shade and Light contour palette. So, same as always, I use this one right here in the corner to contour with, the middle shade on top to do my under eye and just brighten. And I love this palette. It is great. There's not much else I can say about it. Another palette, I had a few shades in here that I hadn't used, so I created a look one day using that. So I used the Urban Decay Electric palette, I used Gonzo, Chaos, and Revolt. So what I did was I went in with another palette, which I believe is in here. I went in with my Naked Basics palette also, so I'll talk about that in a minute. But I went in with that to set the primer and, you know, have a nice highlighting shade, but I used Gonzo in the crease. I used this on the outer corner, and for the inner corner I used Revolt. And it was really pretty, really shiny, not too crazy. I mean, it's a bright pigmented look, but it was really, really pretty, and it blended all so nice together. I really love this electric palette. As far as I know, you can still get it. I got mine on sale, I think, because I went back and forth with, do I want it, do I not want it? I think it's really pretty. If you like color, you want to experiment with color, this would be a great palette to start with because Urban Decay has some great quality. And I love this packaging. It's so, so pretty. So definitely check this out if you don't have it. And then the Naked Basics palette, since I mentioned that, I was using this for base shades. You know, there's the nice 3 shades here, a couple nice crease colors, and then outer corner. So when I was using some of the more pigmented shades, like from the electric palette, I could go back to this and have a nice setting shade for my primer, having a nice crease shade, and an outer corner if I needed one. But there's not much of this to say then. This is a nice little travel palette. It's matte, all matte. Their mattes are great. I just love them. So again, I really love this one. So it's always a classic to go back to using that. I was using my Hard Candy Sheer Envy Color Correct Perfecting Powder, and I did hit some pan on this, as you can see, and it has a mixture of blue, purple, yellow. There's a little bit of peach in there, but it is just a really pretty powder. On your skin, it doesn't look like that color at all. It just goes on translucent, but it does, the color does help to counteract some of those redness and things like that that you might have in your skin. Is it a necessity? I don't think so, but it was a nice palette to use. Then the Sunset Illume Sheer Color Trio from Hourglass. These are all creams. I talked about this before, that I love it, and I don't love creams, but this is just so easy to use and to blend. It's just a flawless palette. It has a contour or bronzer, a blush, and a highlight, and they just come off so natural and so pretty. You can't go wrong with using this. I think anybody of any age could use this, and it's nice for traveling also to have 3 products all in one. So a nice little cheek palette there. I used this ColourPop Summer Lovin' Super Shock Shadow. This is kind of a rose gold color, and it's very metallic, as you can tell. Very pigmented on the eyes. I love it. I love their Super Shock shadows. And I have another one in here. This is Tassel, and this is more glittery and more sheer, but it's nice to use on top of a color to just have a little bit of brightness, or use it in the inner corner just to add some light. Again, I love their shadows, so those were 2 great ones to go back to using. And I used their cheek color in Wisp. This is a highlighter. It's a little bit deeper. It is a bronzy shade, but just with a little bit of it and a light hand, it comes off very pretty on the skin, so I love that. You could almost use it as a shimmery bronzer if you wanted to, which is not how I did it, but it could be used in that way. I also used, and it's on my eyes today, I have the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow in Bronzed Belle. This is a bronzy color, obviously very glittery as they are, and I just really love these. So pretty, so shimmery, so just sparkle catches your eye, and I really love these. Can't say enough good things about these, so I have 3 or 4 of them, I can't remember. But I'll continue to buy these because they are so amazing, and I really want to try the shimmery ones. The Shimmer and Glow, really want to try those because I'm curious as to what the quality of those is. I hear a lot of good things, but I want to personally try it, so then I can let you guys know. Alright, one more eyeshadow palette and then it's off to lips. So I have the Naked 2 palette that I was using. I love this palette. It is my favorite Naked palette, and it's just has a lot of nice, really pretty taupes. Very neutral, obviously it's Naked palette, and it has a nice black and just some good colors to deepen up. And I love this palette. It's so pretty, and it's all brown and it's all natural. Like the original one I love because it has the gold and the brown and the blues, but I love that this one's just taupe and brown, and those are Alright, now it's on to lips. So let's start with lip liners. This week for the lips that I was using, I had a combination of liners. I used Ozone from Urban Decay, which is this, it looks white pencil, but it's a clear, and it's really nice to use with any color because you just line your lips. You can't see it going on, but it prevents the, you know, the feathering, is that what they call it? Yeah, feathering from happening, and it's just really nice. And then I was using Conspiracy, which is a brown, because I had a few brown shades I was using, and then I also used Tawny from Jordana. This is the Easy Liner for lips. Again, it's like a brown kind of burgundy almost shade, so that was really nice for the deeper lips that I was using. And first I'm going to start with a lip gloss, and then I'll move on to liquid lips. So I had this Marc Jacobs Enamored High Gloss in the shade Taboo. This is a really pretty shade. So it's like a bronze color, and it has shifts of gold and silver to it. I really love it. I know everybody talks about Sugar Sugar, which is a really nice nude shade, but I really love Taboo, and I think it's a pretty shade also. And then for a traditional lipstick, I was using Sheer Beso from Urban Decay. This is one of the old Revolution lipsticks, I believe they were called. I believe Beso still exists, and it's kind of a My Lips shade, so it's dark pink, a little bit mauvey, and it's just a really nice shade for every day, and it's a sheer color, so that's really nice too. As far as the liquid lips this week, I was using a few different ones. From ColourPop, I had the shade Tulips. This is an ultra satin lip, and it is a dark brown shade. It dries on your lips, but it doesn't dry down completely matte like their other lips do. This has an ability to move around a little bit, but it isn't ever sticky, and it doesn't rub off and go everywhere. Like it sticks when you need it to, but it also allows your lips to breathe, unlike some other liquid lipsticks. So I just really love that. And then the NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Exotic. This is a really pretty kind of reddish shade, and again, it looks almost like my lips, but just a little bit darker and a little bit more sensual, I guess you could say. I really love this, and with a light layer of it, it's not drying at all. Now, I have used these for a long time. I have, I want to say 6 shades of them. I love these, and if you use a light hand, they won't over dry your lips. Now, if you go on and put layer and layer and layer and don't let them fully dry down, they can be sticky. They can also be very drying. I've had that mistake happen, and you know, you just have to go from there. But if you just use a light layer, one layer, they're very comfortable and very pretty. Also, before I get into the last thing, I was using this Big and Sexy Sultry Mauve lipstick from Buxom. This is a nice mauve, and it's kind of a deeper shade. I love this formula. It's really comfortable. I actually got this as a holiday kit or a sample with an order or something, but it's really pretty. I don't have any of their other lipsticks, so it was nice to try that one, and I really like it, so I would buy it in another shade in the future for sure. Now, the last products that I have in here are all from the same brand. These are all Urban Decay liquid lipsticks, and they are different formulas. So I really like these. I know a lot of people kind of go back and forth on these, but these are the Vice liquid lipsticks. They're in these kind of containers. I really like them. I find them comfortable. I don't find them over drying. I think they are really nice on the lips. So I have the colors Trivial, which is a lighter pink shade, very natural. You can see it's almost like my lip color, just shimmery. And then I have Cruel, which is a deeper shade. It's almost like an orange, very pretty, like a burnt orange color. And I have Purgatory, which is a burgundy kind of purple with glitter in it. And then Conspiracy, which is also has glitters in it, but it is a deep brown shade. It actually is the same color as that lip liner that I showed you before from Urban Decay, the Conspiracy lip liner. So that went together really well, but I love these. I, again, find if you use a light layer and not too much, they're not over drying, they're very comfortable. I actually forget they're on, and I'm talking a lot at work, so I love them. Right now they're at Ulta on sale for $9, which is half of the normal price. So I stocked up. This was a birthday gift to myself. I bought 4 of them. And I also used a coupon that I had from my birthday gift. Plus I had Ulta rewards money. So I ended up getting these 4 plus another item for $15 for the entire total. So I love these. I think they're great. So look for these in more of my videos because I'm looking down here and there's at least 3 other colors that I have. So yeah, I'd like to get the whole collection. I'm slowly trying to get there while they're on sale. I hope they stay on sale. And I hope that they're on sale because they just want to be on sale and that they're not going anywhere, because I would be really sad if they discontinued these. But that's everything for the products that I was using. And like I said in every video ever, if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any comments on any of the products, please leave that below, and I will talk to you guys soon.